Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining today's Digital Live. My name is Ian, and I'm one of the field managers here at the Digital Summer Clinic. And I'm joined today with another field manager here, Justice Long. And today we're talking with Lamarr Mitchell. Thank you, everybody, for joining. And thank you, Lamarr, for joining. We're excited to chat with you today. To everybody watching, please make sure to comment your questions for the Q&A portion later in this chat.
Yes, we're very happy to have you. Just a little background about Lamarr. Lamarr is a creative and motivated business marketing student from Eastern Michigan University with hands-on experience developing marketing plans and digital content and also conducting market research as well. He currently serves as a graduate assistant at Eastern Michigan and an instructional program coordinator at Washtenaw Community College. So let's get straight into the questions. Lamarr, what's one key takeaway from your internship experience that you still apply in your work or studies today?
Sure. Yeah. And again, thank you for having me both. I really appreciate you having me here. To answer your question, and as cliche as it sounds, I'd say networking. I think every business major will tell you that. But for me, I think this internship has helped me define the definition of networking. It's not just business to business professional relationships. It even goes deeper to even personal relationships. The word networking means just building relationships. And I think this internship has helped me discover that. And that means just even as simple as just asking people like, how was your day? How are things going? It's building that relationship, building that rapport with people that I found truly valuable and experience, especially with this internship that was like with 50 other students, building that connection with people on a personal and professional level will help you be a more well-rounded student, more well-rounded person, and a business partner as well. So I feel like going in with those skills helped me navigate just building community, building trust, building opportunities for myself that I find even after my experience with Eastern when I graduate in April.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think network is kind of the name of the game and what we almost kind of not force you to do, but we really encourage it strongly through our in-person meetings. We bring 48 interns plus a panel of speakers all into one room. And you really can't ask for a better networking opportunity than that. You have 48 interns that are in the same shoes as you, going through a similar experience, working in a startup and having them, express their challenges they're having. And then you can say, hey, I'm kind of having a similar challenge. And then you guys can talk about how you're solving it. And you guys can synchronously, grow into your future career together. And then along with our panelists that we bring in and all the mentors, just connecting with them throughout your experience here at the clinic will go a long way, not just helping you through your internship just in the summer, but in future connections that, you never know who you'll need in the future. So creating a strong network is something that's just really great and something that's really given to you throughout this internship. So we can move on to our next question here. Looking back, what was the most unexpected challenge you faced during your internship and how did you overcome it?
Sure. I'll give you two. So the first one most prominently would probably be getting used to different platforms. There's so many platforms out there that different people use for the similar purposes or even different purposes, some being Google Analytics, Asana, even other designer tools like Canva. There's so many things that were thrown at me during this internship. And it was a little overwhelming for me at first, but how I overcame it was, admitting that I need help. It's okay to ask my other team members that I work with I've never used this platform before, but I know it's similar to this platform. Can we sit down and have lunch and maybe talk about it? And you'd be surprised how willing people are to sit down and help you if you just ask. So this internship really taught me that it's okay to push my needs out there if I need help and just look over those platforms. And now I'm well more versed in, like, for example, Asana we used over the summer, HubSpot we used over the summer, Google Analytics. So now there's just 3 more platforms that I'm way more comfortable in just because I got raw experience in those categories, even for just 3 months at a time. So now if I utilize those skills for the next couple of months, I know just my experience, my knowledge will continue to grow and grow and grow with those platforms. The second one would probably be constructive criticism. I know marketing majors, there's like a lot we're pushing out. We always have ideas. There's things we want to incorporate, but not all of those ideas we have are the most, useful, or they're always the best, or maybe not the best at that time. So learning how to take feedback, at least for me personally, took me a minute to sit down and okay, like they're not talking to me. It's not personal. They don't want to hurt my feelings. We're just trying to do whatever it is to make the best product possible. And so how I overcame that was, like I said, sitting down with myself and saying, it's not personal. We're just trying to work towards a common goal here, and doing whatever changes they are asking for. Like, hey, maybe this Canva post looks really good, but can you make this, and this change? Then it'll really pop. And then just making those changes while keeping your spark in it to get the best goal that you're both looking for, that compromise, and just keep moving forward.
Yeah, both are definitely something that I can relate to as well. It's just so interesting because it's always those like unexpected like challenges that kind of come out the blue that kind of teach you the most. But it does sound like you handled it really well. I definitely had to adapt to new platforms too, and at first it was like very overwhelming, but like admitting that I needed help was actually kind of tough for me because I feel like growing up, like I was always very independent, and like asking for help just was not really something that I wanted to do. But once I did, like things most definitely got easier for sure. So let's go into our very last question that we have. How did the internship shape your goals for your final year of college and your career moving forward?
Yeah, this internship for me was last summer, and it really helped shape what I wanted to do and where could see myself working. For instance, I knew that I wanted to be in the marketing field, and this internship kind of solidified that idea, because I'm sure all of us asked that question 4 years down the line, like, is this something, whatever you're majoring in, marketing, business, graphic design, whatever, once you get that degree, I'm sure at least one point, everyone asks themselves, is this actually what I'm passionate in? Is this actually what I want to do? And this internship really solidified that for me, because sitting in those offices, working on those projects, I knew I had a spark there. I knew I made connections with people, and I knew I was happy on what I was working in. And I was like, wow, this is what it's all about. This was a good test to put my toes in the water, if you will, and get some experience about what I spent the last 4 years doing in school. So it kind of set the goals for where I want to be for myself. I can see myself in a marketing office. I can see myself pushing out new ideas, creating new content for people. I can see myself in the type of environment I want to be in an office setting, working around with a team, on a marketing team or communications team, and set the goals for the people I want to work with. I really enjoyed the other like-minded people like myself. And I think going into a future career, I would seek out those type of people, or even the employers that I worked for, gave me the example of, oh, this type of marketing manager worked better than this type of management, or this type of style of coaching worked better than this one. So even gave me ideas for what to look out for an employer standpoint. So I think this internship is just a phenomenal opportunity just to get your feet exposed in the sand, what you want to do, how you want to do it, and basically working on your own terms to get to those goals.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you on that. I had the same experience. I mean, I went in knowing I'm a marketing major, but not knowing exactly which path of marketing I really wanted to take. So, with this internship being in a startup situation, there's not really set roles as to, we need someone to be doing advertising or social media. Most of these startups don't have a wide staff to kind of, designate you in one specific role. So you really, through the 9-week period, get an opportunity to try really everything. So if you're willing to take that initiative and say, hey, let me start your brand social media, or hey, let me produce some content and give it a shot, most of them are going to say, yeah, go for it, because they're looking for every possible way to grow or gain attention to your brand. And that's just one example of things that people have worked on in different business activities that our interns end up working on. So yeah, just overall working in that startup environment and getting that real world experience is helped. Like you said, it's helped you into your future career, where you want to go with your degree. And then it also shows you, what you like and what you don't like. So I think it's just overall, it's a great experience in an opportunity that I'd say everybody should apply, or at least, try to find a similar situation, because experience is the true way to learn, I'd say. So normally now we would turn it over to our Q&A, but we do not have any questions this time. So Lamarr, if you have any final thoughts, or maybe just tell us your favorite portion of the digital summer clinic experience you had.
Sure. I'd say closing thoughts and best experience. I like when Bud fed us. That was cool.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Whenever he would bring snacks or bring some type of food to celebrate us, like the lunch, that was great. I really appreciated that. But on a serious note, I honestly appreciated not in the moment, but now looking back on it, when we met in person once a week. Sometimes it was late at night, and when I had to go there, I had to work the next morning, or I had to do this. So look, like during the moment, I was just kind of like, okay, whatever. But looking back on it, I think going in person once a week to see all of the interns, all 48 or 50 of us, was probably the most meaningful part to me, because that gave me the chance to connect with other interns who I don't get to see on a regular basis, because I only get to see two other ones like in my day-to-day because we work in the same company. But everyone else, I'm now getting a chance to see their faces, see what they're doing, hear their stories, hear how their experiences are relating to mine, and use all that gain knowledge to excel myself forward. And I just thought that was the most beneficial part of that. And it's like I said, going back to the first question, is that networking. It's good to network with as many people as possible. So even an opportunity for maybe a company I've never heard of, now it's on my radar, and then maybe an opportunity line up for me a month from now, 2 months from now, a year from now, who knows? But now I have that connection and can possibly get into that company just from talking to someone about those chips that Bud's bringing inside,
Yeah, definitely. I think the value of those in-person meetings is unmatched. I mean, you get an hour of just listening to people who've been in your position and telling where to go in your future career, how to network, build your resume, build your LinkedIn account, all of that great stuff. And then at the same time, like you said, networking and getting to hear from interns in your situation and building a strong network, so where you never know where those people are going to come in handy in your career path. So I would say the same, that's really the most valuable part of the digital summer clinic, in my opinion. But again, before we head out, I want to thank everybody again for watching our digital live today. And thank you, Lamarr, for being here. You've been great with us here.
Yes, thank you, Lamarr. And then to our viewers, continue to keep up to date with our digital live events this upcoming winter. Our next live will be on March 6th at 5:30 p.m. Also, if you guys are interested in applying to the Digital Summer Clinic, visit our website at digitalsummer.clinic to apply. Applications will close on April 25th. We will see you at the next digital live.